The British government came out and said in Parliament, David Lammy, the foreign minister, said, this is so bad what's happening in Gaza, we're going to end all trade negotiations with Israel. We're suspending them. And then the following week, the British trade envoy was in Tel Aviv. Like, it's speaking from both sides of the mouth, as they say. I do want to have us take some questions from this lovely audience that is here tonight in Toronto. We're going to set up 2 mic stands here at the front. Before we bring on our extra guests, we're going to have just a chat here. Wait for the mics to come out. If you want to come forward, because there's so many of you, we can't have a roving mic. So we're going to have one here, I think, and one there. If you do have questions, comments, criticisms, feel free to come and make them from the microphone. No speeches is all I'm asking for. We will, you know, there's always one. There's always one of you's out there is about to give a speech. And I'm telling you now, we're judging you already in advance. So don't be that person. But yes, we've talked about a lot tonight. I'm sure there's lots of stuff. I know Naomi want to talk a lot more about what's going on in the world. We mentioned Greta, by the way.
I was just thinking about like politicians saying unintentionally true things. What about Trump going like Israel has enough problems without kidnapping Greta Thunberg?
Without kidnapping Greta.
Give
it up for Zeteo contributor Greta Thunberg. I do want to ask you something about that, but I'll save it for a moment.
For sure.
And I'll go to this gentleman here, if there's a microphone waiting for him, since he was up here first.
Thank you for a very engaging dialogue. My question to Naomi, when you mentioned that how come the victimized become how come the victims become victimized, and how we ended up on this mess. And that almost gives the impression as that the state of Israel came as a reaction to the Holocaust, like as if it is a secondary sort of a salvage to the Holocaust tragedy. However, the state of Israel was in the making as a concept at the end of the 19th century. The Declaration of Balfour, way ahead of the Holocaust. So, and the concept of we're gonna get a land which has no people to give it to people which has no land, by definition, this is genocide. Because they knew at that time this land had people. So this, I don't buy at all that how come the victims become the victimizers. No, this wasn't a planning. This is a first-degree murder. The creation of this state, in my opinion, when I go and look at the history, is almost like a first-degree murder. It was planned.